Oh, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ethics Institute of East Africa's Ethics of Life channel. I'm your host, Joseph Okhako, the CEO, Ethics Institute of East Africa. Today I have a general discussion about what corruption can do in a society, in an organization, even in our families. But I'll basically focus on corruption in an institution, a general talk that we'll find very interesting. Corruption by its nature influences so many things. A corrupt person will always pretend to know even too much more than the boss. A corrupt person is a person who has opened so many avenues to make money, and he believes no any other person has that capacity to do what he has done. If I give a very good example in Kenyan concept, for example, people have acquired a lot of money within a very short time, and they have become very rude. And you hear them the way they speak, even through the media. They are daring one another. What is motivating this daring has nothing to do with the politics. It has everything to do with money that they have acquired, which they cannot, which is making them grow big heads. An ethical person will always be humble. He will not be expected to unnecessarily abuse the other party without any good reason. An ethical person, a person who is corrupt, is very good at being rude and arrogant because he wants to defend whatever he has illegally gotten. Mr. President, you may be having a problem in order because of the disunity that is there, where your deputy is being fought by unseen forces in this country. I want to advise you for free. Deal with corruption, and you will see some guys who are corrupt, who are actually causing this unity, going to sleep, going to relax, and coming to you to beg for you to defend them, to help them. It's a very simple reason. They have acquired some of this money illegally, and they need to defend it. You may not even be having a problem with the deputy president. You may just be in very good terms. But these guys have acquired a lot of money and they have a lot of influence. Corrupt money that have been acquired illegally, that is too much, will always influence the behavior of the person, the people he keeps, and how he talks. And so that is one of the things that is affecting our party, our ruling party order. There are people there who have acquired so much within a very short time, and they are looking for whom to fight in order to stop them from knowing exactly how they acquired this money. Kindly, this is my advice today. You want to deal with the corruption in the country, do it. You are the chief executive of an institution called Kenya. You want us to remain corrupt? Then leave us. Don't tell us anything. But if you want this country never to go to the dogs, the situation is getting worse because corruption is growing at a very alarming rate. And the type of corruption we have here is patronage corruption, where some people within government believe they're the ones who are supposed to be given tenders and contracts. And this is exactly where the problem is. And there is an infight. There are those ones who feel they should be given more. Others feel they should be given more. Others feel they should be given less. So there is an infight, a tug of war as to who really gets more than the other one. Right? And that's why you hear people talk very bad about Murkomen. Others are talking very bad about the deputy president. All these things is as a result of a few bulldogs fighting for a carcass, fighting for a dead animal in the bush, which is corruption, which they want to feed on. So each one is pulling a piece, and he doesn't want the other one to get a piece. That is exactly what is happening. So the sooner you deal with corruption in Kenya, Mr. President, the better for this country. Because corruption will tear the country. Let's start from there. Corruption will tear the party order, and corruption will be a very big problem in our politics because people will buy positions without caring. They will buy support without any problem, and nobody will care about it. I am the voice of reason, the ethics of life. My advice to you, Mr. President, stop corruption. You stop it, it is good for the UDA party. You stop it, it is good for the nation. You stop it, it is good for your image as the chief executive of Kenya. You stop it, it is good for a country, whole country called Kenya. Thank you so much, Mr. President. I hope you have heard me. Don't take me in a very bad way. It's just a voice of reason that the problems we have in this country, has nothing to do with hostile politics. It is free money that is flowing, corrupt money that has been acquired. People have acquired so much. The more you acquire, you want to defend it, you want to hide it. So you will poke your nose anywhere, because anybody who wants to speak anything about against you, you create a mountain out of nothing. And that is exactly what is happening. The problems between certain individuals and the deputy president has nothing to do with the politics of 2027. It has everything to do with the foundation. The motivation is a lot of money that has been acquired illegally, that is in their hands. And the only person who can deal with this situation is you, Mr. President. You deal with it, you have solved our problem. You will hear a lot of less noise within the ruling party, our ruling party. You will also hear less noise against your deputy president. And even your re-election will be the easiest in 2027. Thank you so much. Just a voice of reason.